Hello and welcome to another episode of Dustin Recommends. Today I've got a question for you boys and girls. Are you a fan of horror movies? I'm not talking about I watch them whenever they're on. I'm talking about you go out and you get the best horror movies that you can remember. And you have to watch them over and over and over again. Are you a fan of the icons like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Pumpkinhead, the killer dolls from Dolls, the killer dolls from Puppet Master? Are you a fan of horror? Well, if you are, you probably don't need any introduction to these next movies. But if you're just a casual and somebody who doesn't really, go into all that huffy-duffy about, ooh, it's a scary movie, ooh. But you still like a good stare, I have something for you. Now, these flew under the radar and was heralded as being the next great American horror icon. And another thing for my little Louisiana native friends, set in New Orleans. These are the Hatchet movies. Very good movies, and these follow the old school 80s slasher flicks. They're extremely fun with some creative kills on the main character's part. Now the main plot is that this little kid or whatever is very deformed and everything, and the fun thing is his dad is played by the guy that played Jason Voorhees in a bunch of the original movies. There's even a couple of odes to him too, little homages. See if you can pick those out when you watch these movies. But anyway, the local kids are always tormenting him, and one day they accidentally burn down his house with him in it. And the dad tries to get him out and is trying to cut through the door with a hatchet and ends up accidentally stabbing his son in the head with this. And now it goes on to say that he's a ghost or he's something, but hey, I'm not really quite sure he is a ghost, because he's pretty physical for a freaking ghost. But anyway, a tour group sets out to find the Crowley farm, or the Crowley household, and hijinks and madness ensues. I highly recommend these movies. I can't talk good enough about them. The first one especially. If you just want a gross-out horror movie, you can't go wrong. This is a movie that will leave you cringing on several scenes. But you will probably almost throw up a few times. And that's a good thing when it comes to these kind of movies. And we both know this. As for the sequel, it's a good follow-up. It follows up directly after the first one. No just wait, no more exposition, but it continues it. And again, it's got some extremely creative kills. Highly recommend it. Anyway, I just wanted to just throw these movies out there before I watch tonight's main feature, which is the release of Sinister. It just came out today, and I picked it up after I left work. And seen it, and I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna have to watch this movie. So I seen it in the movie theaters, and it was amazing even then. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a recommendation out there for Sinister, but I'll have a full write-up recommendation later on. But again, first ones I highly recommend the Hatchet movies. Go out and find these movies, rent them, Netflix them, do whatever you gotta do. Watch these movies. They deserve to be watched. This is what horror is meant to be. A fun, campy, just brutal flick. And that's what it is. So, again, highly recommended. Go find them. Go watch them. The Hatchet movies. Alright, now, if I don't see y'all later, it's because the thing from Sinister got me. Because it lives in the film.